All right, good afternoon and welcome to our first community weekly update for 2021. I am Courtney Carpenter, your interim superintendent of schools for Midlothian ISD. And while we like to keep our updates to about 7 minutes or less, we do have quite a bit of information to share with you, including how we'll communicate for inclement weather in the event that we may have some over the weekend. So hope you can stay tuned with us for just a few minutes. As we start all of our meetings, here are some of our MISD proud moments that have been occurring lately. Thank you to our Midlothian Education Foundation for bringing breakfast to our teachers on Monday. As you know, our teachers were on campus planning and working and preparing for this new semester. And so our Midlothian Education Foundation provided breakfast for all of them. It was a great way to get our teachers moving. And we all had a little fun with that fun play on words. So we appreciated their support. Our campuses have also, they welcome the new year with the roll call selfies on social media. If you haven't been to hashtag MISD Proud on Twitter and Facebook, you should do that. It was great to see our teachers smiling through their eyes as we've had to do with our masks these days. The planning has occurred and it continues to occur all around the district. So check out our hashtag, go see your child's campus and teacher in their roll call selfies from earlier in the week. On Monday, we celebrated the life of MISD Board President Carl Smith with a beautiful ceremony. It was a perfect example of the true spirit of We Are Family and Midlothian Strong. He was such an advocate for our community's children and our teachers and his family. It was our honor to be able to provide the space for his family to celebrate his life and allow us to be just a small part of that. Our over Christmas break, a long overdue dedication occurred at Heritage High School. The 2018 Girls Soccer State Championship Monument dedication happened. And so it was great to see our former and current student athletes come together for such an important milestone in our district and celebrate. So congratulations again to the 2018 Girls Soccer State Championship team at Heritage on getting your monument in place out there. It's beautiful. We have several topics to share with you today as we kick off 2021. And this Monday on the 11th, we actually have a monthly board workshop. And we have some agenda items on there that might be of some interest to the community. And those are an update from Department of Learning on student academic progress, continue considering additional COVID compensation for staff, and our board will have the opportunity to review RFP superintendent search firm submissions. Speaking of our school board, January is School Board Appreciation Month. In spirit of showing our appreciation, please take a moment and thank a board member for their hours of service. This is a voluntary and elected role. They give hours and hours and hours of service to our community's children. This year's theme is very, very fitting for what we're going through. It's called Navigating to Success. And we all know that navigation is part of their everyday service. And we are grateful to our board. They have continued to support us, help us and our staff navigate this school year, and we are incredibly grateful for that. Speaking of navigation, I'm honored and excited to serve as your interim superintendent. I've been in this community since 2006. I've raised my children in this community. I have one graduate and one currently still attending MISD schools. I've served as a teacher in this district, served as a campus and district administrator, and I'm very vested in the work that we're doing and being a part of that. And I'm so very excited. Our focus is staying steadfast with our vision, and that is inspiring excellence. Our plan is created together with you as our parents, teachers, and staff. And that plan is to finish this school year strong, as well as prepare for the instructional needs for students this summer as needed, and to continue planning for the 21-22 school year. In essence, we're going to make this spring semester better than the fall and the next school year better than this year. And the way we prepare before and perform during a crisis makes all the difference. As former U.S. Army Chief of Staff who served under both Presidents Bush and Obama, General George Casey Jr. says, we're living in a VUCA world. It's volatile, it's uncertain, it's complex, and it's ambiguous. This type of environment, we are charged to prepare our school community to lead in today. He also states that no plan survives the first contact with the enemy. And that is why we are in the midst of an incredible opportunity to take our experiences, learn from them, and make it better on the other side. And when we're given this type of opportunity together, we always want to leave something better than the way we found it. And that is just what we're going to do. So now for a few other agenda items. Our Community Zoning Committee started work last night. The primary focus for this committee is to recommend to our Board of Trustees new elementary and high school zones effective fall of 2022. We have elementary number 8 and the second phase of Heritage High School opening in the fall of 2022. So time is of the essence to begin these conversations, to prepare and give everyone time to plan. They will make adjustments to middle school as necessary. That's on the table, but not necessarily a guarantee. It would just depend on if that came up during the process. This committee will meet weekly for the next few weeks. We will have a zoning website soon that will house all of the presentations, all of the data the community will work through, and to make a recommendation to the Board of Trustees. So you'll be able to follow along as a community and see all of that work being done. We have representatives from the district as well as representatives from our neighborhoods throughout the community. So it's a very well-rounded group of individuals, and we're very proud of their dedication to this event. With all the news about COVID-19 vaccines, just wanted to share a celebratory partnership. Our city of Midlothian has been tremendous partners and support to us. Their emergency management team has reached out to help coordinate voluntary vaccines based on the state of Texas expert vaccine allocation panel. The city plans to work with Ellis County Emergency Management to coordinate those voluntary vaccines for our MISD staff as they become available. The first phase of those vaccines includes voluntary vaccines for our SROs and our school nurses. Additional school staff will be coordinated and prioritized as more vaccines become available. The state is distributing vaccines to counties in phases, and those most heavily populated counties, of course, are receiving more doses at this time. But thank you to our city, Midlothian, and the Ellis County Emergency Management and the county in general for their support to our district. We do have an update on the MHS principal search. As you're aware, Dr. Spain's been serving as our interim principal, but we're in the process of interviewing candidates for the MHS principal position this month. And so there's a committee made up of staff and community that's working through that interview process. And that committee plans to bring a recommendation to the board in January. So we're looking forward to that process coming to fruition. Our finance and operation teams brings us some additional great news. We are happy to announce that we will continue offering free breakfast and free lunches to our students in MISD through June 30th. We also want to thank our partners at Aramark for their great work in preparing meals each day for the increased student participation that we're seeing. Please note, we are continuing the current grab and go locations and for our remote students. And now that kind of sums up my agenda items for now. I have a special guest on here today. I'm going to turn it over to Shelley Blaylock. Shelley is our new Senior Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction. And last night, our virtual course selection site went live for our secondary students and our incoming 6th graders. So our current 5th and 8th grade parents received emails from their child's future middle school or high school principal to begin the course selection process. So to share more information, here is Mrs. Blaylock.
Good afternoon, Dr. Carpenter. I appreciate the welcome and I'm super excited. I think someone's turned my video off, so I would love to show my smiling face if they will fix that for me. Thank you. So good afternoon, Midlothian. I'm super excited to get to visit with you today. It is an exciting time for our students, especially our 5th and 8th graders, as they know that something new is on the horizon for them next year. Course selection is now open for all of our secondary campuses. Students in 5th through 11th grade will be meeting with their counselor to make decisions for the 21-22 school year. Since we are not able to offer face-to-face opportunity for students and parents to visit their new campus, our secondary campuses have worked extremely hard to bring you a variety of resources and information to help you and your student navigate course selection. This includes an on-demand course fair for high school campuses. Please be sure you review your email and your campus newsletters to find all of the information necessary. In addition, we have an updated section on our MISD website dedicated to course selection. This is a one-stop shop location for information. On that site, you'll be able to find your course selection sheets for your students' grade level, on-demand course fairs, which looks like a slide deck of every course under the sun. And I'm so impressed with everything that we offer here in Midlothian. Your student will be too. You also will be able to find the 21-22 academic planning guide that gives you details about each of the courses that we offer. There is a website that shows our CTE programs of study and also information related to Texas Education Agency's graduation toolkit and many other important links. We want that to be a place that gives you all the information that we need. We hope that while we cannot invite you to campus at this time, that you find this information helpful. But as always, if there's anything that we can do to continue you through this process or to help you, we want you to reach out to your campus counselor if you have any questions to navigate this process. It's a super exciting time, and it's hard to believe that we're already talking about the 21-22 school year, but we can't wait to see your students and to help you through the process. Dr. Carpenter, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Blaylock. That's great information, and we hope that you find that resource very helpful, and we think that you will. So as you may have heard, I'm sure many of you, our weather broadcasters have forecasted some possible snow on Sunday with freezing temperatures overnight and on Monday morning. So we all know these weather models continue to change, and we'll be monitoring that throughout the weekend. Just as a reminder, and for our district to stay informed of any bad weather cancellations or delays, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. By all means, you'll receive information quickly there. Also, the district will email and send a robocall directly to contact parents by the information that you have in your student's Power School account. You may also go to our website or watch the main news stations, which are WFAA Channel 8, Fox 4, NBC 5, and CBS 11. Those all will carry our information. As we continue to monitor the weather, we will provide an update by 8:30 p.m. on Sunday evening to parents. We will make a final decision regarding a possible school delay or any type of cancellation by 5:15 a.m. on Monday in order to make sure our bus drivers don't report in, give them time. So that would be at the latest. We would do so by 5:15 a.m. We will not be able to offer an asynchronous option on an inclement weather day due to some required regulations from TEA. So if we were to make an adjustment for Monday, it would be a cancellation or a possible delay. We will continue to monitor, and we will communicate things as soon as they are available to our parents and community. Before we close today, just want to offer you an opportunity to give us some feedback. We're launching a thought exchange. It's not a survey. It won't take you much time at all, but several of you have probably engaged in some thought exchanges that we've had previously, but we want to hear what's on top of mind about MISD, because what that'll help us do is provide future topics for these community updates. We will send an email asking for your thoughts, and we'll share those results with you at a later update. And we want to ensure that we are keeping you informed on the topics that are most important to you. So we hope that you'll join in on that opportunity with us. All right, that is all we have today for the community update. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. Have a great day.